If we look at the House floor, we have them going forward, and you can see the vote totals here, Libby. Your view on what it means for folks catching up here between the holidays. What is Speaker Pelosi doing here? What does this vote do as we track it?
So the House has passed it. So they had to get a 2/3 majority here. They have eked that through. And so that is now through the House. The question is what the Senate will do. This puts Senate Republicans in a tough spot because they now have to go on the record either saying they support this $2,000 check or they don't support the $2,000 check. And if you're, for example, 2 Republicans running for Senate in Georgia with a vote in just a handful of days, you're going to have to go on the record about this. And it just makes me think, Ari, you know, with friends like these, who needs enemies? Because President Trump is putting Republicans in a very tough position.
Yeah, and that goes, what Libby's saying, Brittany, goes to where the politics meets the reality. The reality is all of the pressure that people are facing, what has been such a tough year and a tough holiday time for so many. And again, this breaking news coming here right here at the top of our show. We came on the air, we were monitoring the floor. Now, as Libby mentions, you have the House passing this. It is not like the rest of the bill where it's gone through both chambers yet, but the House is a major step. And Brittany, the politics are Donald Trump continuing to being willing to blow things up to the point that the New York Post, these other Republicans, as well as even stronger voices in private saying, wow, he's really not about anything other than chaos.
Look, we know this is a person who lacks empathy and who I think, unfortunately, takes real pleasure in making folks, you know, live on the edge of, you know, of chaos, of worry, of despair. He is upset with the American public because he's been defeated. And so because of that, he has decided that he has no responsibilities of leadership. But let me say that I'm actually more incensed with the GOP. It's very rich of them to come out now at this late hour and pretend to be upset with the president that they elected, that they backed, that they allowed to, you know, create this kind of chaos for our country over the last 4 years. And so they have created the monster that is Donald Trump. And now what is happening is that we as a country have to figure out how to last through these last 23 days. The other thing about him creating chaos is that he stays on our minds, which is the thing that he wants, right? He'll take any kind of attention. So negative attention is perfectly fine with this man because he wants to impose maximum chaos, despair, and destruction before he leaves office. And the GOP really has to have a soul reckoning about why that kind of leadership or lack of leadership was so attractive to them for the last 4 years. And so I don't care that they're in front of the American public and they're in a tough position. They have put the American people in a tough position for the last 4 years by allowing this man to get into office, refusing to stand up to him, and then refusing to take care of the American people throughout this pandemic.
Hey, I'm Ari Melber from MSNBC. You can see more of our videos right here, or better yet, subscribe to our YouTube channel below. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us, and we appreciate that.